Hey everyone, Evilado Jr. here with a video style that I have not done in a very long time. I'm doing a Godzilla figure review. This is also an unboxing video. Doing this video was suggested to me by Christopher Clavero, someone who I know from several different Godzilla figure Facebook groups, and he was kind enough to sell me this. The Yuji Sakai Best Works Selection Godzilla 2004 poster version Farewell Godzilla Rictoy edition. This, everything in Japan has really long titles, but what this is this is the Godzilla from the poster of Godzilla Final Wars. Sculpted by, of course, everyone's favorite, Yuji Sakai. And I have not opened this yet. So I'm going to be unboxing and giving my first impressions. Bit of backstory, as you can see behind me, I have a fairly extensive Godzilla collection, but I do not have anything from X Plus, and so recently I decided I wanted to buy my first X Plus, and I was looking around to see what was available, and this caught my eye. I just fell in love with the sculpt immediately. It's just perfect. I could not get it out of my mind, and fortunately Christopher was cool enough to cut me a hell of a deal on this thing. And so I've seen this, I've seen pictures of this from every angle, I've seen it in videos, but I feel like all that is not going to do it justice. I am very excited to open this, especially because this thing was lost in the mail for about 3 weeks, so be careful using USPS. Yeah, we were a little concerned for a long time, but it finally got here today, and without further ado, let me open it. It comes with this instruction guide on how to assemble the thing, which I'm going to do a little bit later. Let's see here. So first we open all of this. Alright, look at this. We've got this beautiful styrofoam container that has been taped up pretty securely. We've got this thing unsheathed. It is time to open it up and see what we have in here. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, maybe I should start the other way. Oh, wow. Alright. So we've got here, I'm going to start with this part first. We have a base, which not only looks good, but smells good. It smells like an art store. You ever walk into like Michael's or Pacatan's or something? This is what I'm smelling here. So I got this really good looking base here. And you can see it's sculpted with all kinds of buildings and water and stuff from the poster. And then, cooler part, Godzilla himself. Wow, look at that. That is just insanely well detailed. That's freaking incredible, actually. Look at that. The spikes have a bit of a translucence to them, which is going to be very important. Blow off the little styrofoam pieces. It's going to be very important for the light up feature, which I will demonstrate here in a moment. First I've got to find his tail. Something's still heavy in here. Oh, there's stuff in the back, huh? And wow, would you look at that? This whole thing's made of like poly resin, so this feels like, it does not feel like vinyl. It's significantly sharper. Yeah, it's sharp. The tail just slots in right like that. Mine has a little teeny tiny bit of wiggle to it, but not a lot. But yeah, just check that out this glorious, glorious figure. Oh man, this is awesome. Alright, and he goes into the base like so. And there you go. That is a completed, like, this is more than a figure. This is an art piece. I'm going to be very careful with it while showing you, but look at that. Now, I'm going to take a second to put some batteries in here, and we'll show off them beautiful, beautiful lights, which was the main reason I wanted to buy specifically the Rick version. I feel like if I'm going to be spending this much money on a Godzilla figure, it better do something cool. So, alright, so I've got 2 AA batteries inside this guy, well, inside the base, and check that out. The base and Godzilla himself light up, and it's not an overwhelmingly bright effect. I will clip in some additional footage of this in the dark, but it's definitely very noticeable, and it's very cool. I love the, because it looks just like the poster from Final Wars. Like, yeah, Yuji Sakai really nailed the sculpt, and oh, damn, it still smells like an art store. I love it. You can see that just gorgeous detailing, and everything's got, like, everything just has so much detail in it. There's detail in the paint, like the claws aren't all one color, neither are the teeth or the mouth. There's so much detail on this thing. It is truly beautiful to look at. I'm looking at it, and there's, like, even the base itself just has this, like, you've got this, like, water texture, and then you've got the, like, destroyed buildings on the one side, and the result is phenomenal. Quick side note here. I later found out, while I was putting the packaging stuff away, that there were some additional pieces. This is something I would have known had I actually looked at the instructions instead of throwing them to the side. But there's this little wave part that just kind of sits there, and then these 2 skyscrapers have little spires that are actually made out of metal wire. So, yeah, I totally forgot to put those in there and almost lost them, but it's okay. They are there. Just not in the rest of the video, so just bear with me on that. Sorry about that. As for the size, this is not a particularly large figure in terms of size. It's billed as a 25 centimeter figure, but they measure that to the top of this spike, which conveniently stands at the top of, which stands higher than his head. So I will measure this right now, and Godzilla at the top of his head is just shy of 20 centimeters, so about 8 inches. This is about an 8-inch tall figure, and the base is about 9.5 inches, or 24 centimeters square, I do believe. Yes, it is square. So if you were curious about the scale of this, and with from base to top, it's about 29 centimeters high, or just shy of a foot, like maybe 11.5 inches. So, but yeah, so I would say that, like, the size is probably the only part of this that isn't absolutely phenomenal. Otherwise, the sculpt is amazing, the lights are amazing, the detail is amazing, the weight of it is amazing. Like, for something that's, for something that's this small, it's like a lot of the weight is in the base here, which I believe is made. It's either got to be made out of, like, plaster or wood or something, but It's all very nice quality. Like the base has like this nice velvety sheen to it, and wow, I am blown away. I think this thing is well worth the price that I paid for it. And damn, I'm just admiring it. I think it is about time for this guy to go up on the shelf. And here he is on the Godzilla shrine. You can see him in all his glory, and closer up you can definitely see the paint a lot better. You can see that it's not all one solid color. There's a lot of like subtle browns and reds mixed in with the black. And even in the day, you know, it's daytime outside right now, and I've got the lights on, and I'm holding a ring light, and you can still see that these light up fins do make a difference in the display. And so yeah, I've chosen to display him like this for now because he's on the top shelf, and I'm a little bit short to be up here. I'm actually standing on a cooler right now. So I would normally be looking at it from this perspective, and I decided that this is the best way to display him where he is right now. Also means that I can get to the switch, which is on that side. But yeah, what I'm thinking of doing is I think I'm going to spend the money and get a big turntable for like $35-40 and have it to where he can just rotate, which I think for something like this is worth it to be able to display it from all angles. I might even put him on a lower shelf. I might find room for him elsewhere among my stuff. Full tour of this collection coming soon, by the way. But yeah, I think I'm going to trick this thing out. I've even got an Adafruit soundboard that I'm going to add like roars and music to that I can piggyback off the side of this so that I can add a sound gimmick to the light gimmick, which I think is going to be really, really sweet. But yeah, I would say that, you know, for my first X Plus, this is absolutely astounding. I absolutely love this. It's an incredible art piece. It really is just a work of art. And I want to thank you again, Christopher, for selling this to me and starting a new collector on this path. I'm really excited to be upping my Godzilla collecting game to the next echelon with X Plus figures. I've already got the 91 Sakai on pre-order, which should be here in November. And I'm quite excited to start getting into these more detailed, you know, more artistic pieces. And so thank you again, Christopher, for selling this to me. As you can see, he's made it to a very good home. He can hang out right near the big knockoff T's Facto skeleton and the inflatable Imperial and the Trendmasters guy. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna say that like this was definitely worth the money. And if you can get one of these, if you're watching this and you can get one, I would definitely say it's worth it. It does take up a fair bit of shelf space, despite the rather small size of the statue itself. But it's just, I mean, it's incredible to look at. It really is. And I'm very excited to have this in my collection. So thank you all for watching. Like I said, full tour of the entire collection coming soon. You know, I've got like, I got all kinds of stuff for you to look at. So, all right, stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, just keep collecting, keep finding what you're trying to find, and hopefully you get some really cool scores. 2021 is a fantastic year to be a Godzilla collector. There's so much new stuff coming out, and I've been obsessed with Godzilla since I was 4 years old, and it's like my entire life has been leading up to this moment. It's a good time to be a Godzilla collector. So to all you collectors out there, keep doing what you're doing. and thank you for watching.